Okay, this is going to be a discussion and a rant. Is Naruto female characters worse? All right. Is Kishimoto, the mangaka of Naruto, those who have remembered the series, can he write female characters? And the obvious answer is yes, he can. Okay, to contrary in popular's belief, because I'm in the minority that is confident in saying that he can write female characters, right? Um, Even though, despite what Kishimoto said in interviews, what many people criticize Kishimoto for, especially when it comes to female characters, when it comes to romance in the series, he can write it in a very subtle way, right? If you pay attention to the series, if you understand the series and the core concept of the series, you would know that Kishimoto can write, his ability to write female characters. Okay, um, the best female characters in that series are easily Tsunade, Sakura, and Hinata. All right, those three are well developed, well established, well fleshed out. All right, now it just opposed to other female characters too, but I'm gonna get to that later. I'm gonna get to that later. First of all, let me debunk some of the major claims of regards to the female characters in this series. Okay, criticism number one, and they are very hollow ones too. They can easily get debunked, right? Because if you read other series, it's the same. It goes the same way too. All right, and the double standard really has to stop because you're being very hypocritical. All right, and then you guys, I feel like Naruto is the biggest victim for this. But let me debunk some of the claims first. All right, claim number one: people say that Naruto female characters progressively got worse because they lack character development, or they have no purpose in the series. Let that sink in. Naruto female characters has quite many, right? Quite many. It does have like more than 10 female characters, right? Do you honestly believe Kishimoto have the time and the energy to develop every single female characters in the series? All right? No. In fact, in fact, these female characters in the series, they utilized well because they were in a three-man squad. Name me one other series that can do that. Can utilize a female characters, put them in a situation where they were three-man squad. Dragon Ball doesn't have that. Yu Yu Hakusho does not have that. Rurouni Kenshin does not have that. JoJo's doesn't have that. Bleach does not have that. No other series had that. And most of them are medical ninjas. Medical ninjas that are way more useful than any other female characters from different series. Way more useful because without them, the chance of survival of the male protagonist go down to 10%. That was addressed back in part one. When Tsunade flashback, that was addressed. Why a medical ninja? Why that? So that is a purpose there. That is a purpose there for medical ninjas like Sakura. So criticism number one, not only is very hollow one, but it's also dead wrong because they have a purpose. Number two, Number two, they say that the female characters in Naruto, the romance is bad because characters like Sakura, is with Sasuke, the guy who tried to kill her several times. Okay, and Kishimoto, he established that. If you really pay attention to all the hints and foreshadowing, he already established that Sakura had this affection for Sasuke for a very long time, ever since they were kids, right? Back in part one, right? And this is true. A lot of girls fell victim for good-looking badass guys, right? Especially like Sasuke, right? Because Sasuke, he's a very attractive guy, and that is true. He is, right? But it goes deeper than that. It goes deeper than that because when Sakura understand Sasuke's origin, and how he's a survivor of the Uchiha clan and stuff like that, she sympathized with him. She empathized with him too because she willing to go with him and left Konoha with him. So it goes deeper than that, right? It goes deeper than that. Even the Kage Summit, she have a whole character arc where she attempt to try to kill him with her own hands, right? But didn't because the affection for him. See, show more signs, more hints. Look at the relationship with Naruto and Hinata. That was building up since his rivalry and fight with Neji. Because Naruto witnessed what Neji did to Hinata, and Naruto, not only he want to prove Neji wrong, but also defend Hinata honor. More hindsights, more signs, more hints, more foreshadowing. In the pain arc, not even the pain arc, before the pain arc, when the second arc after the guard rescue, when Naruto tried to recruit more a new member to his team because of course Sasuke already left and they need a replacement for Kakashi, so he went to Team 7. That's when they had this little nice reunion. Hinata, her face was red when she saw Naruto after the 3-year time skip. More signs, more hints. In the pain arc, Hinata had a whole confession. More signs, more hints. And this were pay off through the Neji death. Now, there were like the whole Naruto the Last, as bad people say the movie is, at least it fleshed out their relationship in post war arc. You should be grateful. Name me one series that has that much development, that much fleshed out, like Naruhina. Goku and Chi-Chi don't have that. As much, it has a little subtle hints, but they don't have that. Yusuke Keiko don't have that, especially in the ending of the manga. No way. No way. And you don't know who, like, there's a parody ship in One Piece. You don't know who's gonna be with who. So don't give me that crap that Naruhina is forced ship, despite the mini build up, the mini flash foreshadowing, the mini flashbacks it has. And towards the end of the manga, they settle down, form a family, and Naruto become Hokage. I don't even count the Naruto the Last and Boruto because it don't matter. Count how many hits, how many signs in the original manga. In the original manga, that fucking counts, man. If Naruto be with Sakura, it wouldn't make sense. It really wouldn't make sense. Naruto did had previously primarily had affection for Sakura. He did. But he grew out of that. He grew out of that. And look at the badass moments that the female Naruto characters had. Look at the amazing fights they had. Remember Sakura in the Force of Death? Holy shit, man. She had to protect Naruto and Sasuke from Orochimaru henchmen. This Haku, Zaku, the sound ninjas. Remember that scene? Remember that moment? What about the moment with Sakura and Ino's rivalry? What about the moment in the fight with Sasori, when Sakura and Lady Chiyo had to team up against the Akatsuki, one of the most top tier characters in the series? That's enough moment there. But it doesn't stop there. Look at the moment in the Kage Summit arc where she almost went to risk her life against Sasuke, who has the manga kill Sharingan. Are you kidding me? It doesn't even stop there. Look at the war arc where she finally surpassed her master, Tsunade, with the whole cursed ceiling in her forehead. Holy shit, man. Are you guys serious? Are you guys serious? Sakura is one of the most underrated badass female lead character of all time, man. Of all time. I don't care what nobody said. She should get she should get praise. She should get a lot of fan base. She should be one of the most popular characters, but people shit on her because of big reviewers back then who shit on her character time and time and time again. And that's sad. That's sickening. The amount of effort and energy Kishimoto put in his time on his female characters, that's totally disrespectful. But people are jealous because other mangakas don't do the same treatment with their female characters, unlike Kishimoto. Tsunade. Holy shit, man. One of the strongest female character. She is a Hokage. One of easily the number one best, greatest healer of all time. An influential character. Are you kidding me? Kurenai. Her design is so badass. And yes, she gets shafted in her fight against Itachi, but that makes sense because Kishimoto tried to build Itachi, built Kisame, built the Akatsuki as a major threat in the series. But nonetheless, that fight is still amazing. And her relationship with Asuma is there. It's so real. Are you guys kidding me? I could go on and on and on. Look at Tamari. People shit on her character because, oh, she been tossed to the wayside after part 1. Are you fucking kidding me? Look at the in the first arc of Shippuden, right? The guard rescue arc. Look at the interaction that she had with Shikamaru, with Naruto, right? Because she is sick and worried about her brother because her brother got captured with, i.e. the Akatsuki. She went all the way from Konoha. She had to go all the way from the Sand Village, just so she could rescue her brother. I totally forgot. Remember the moment when Sakura even saved Kakuro's life? Also saved Naruto's life in the war arc? But let's forget that moment. Wow, man, wow, just wow. Tamari, badass, wind user, aiding the war arc. Are you guys kidding me? Samari, when the Cloud Village female character with big tits. Her twin brother, their fight against the Gold and Silver Bros. Excellent. Are you guys kidding me? Are you serious? There's a whole host of female characters in Boruto I have not even read yet, but they look badass. I will admit the worst female character in the series is um you know, two. We got two worst female characters. Tenten and Kaguya, right? I will admit that. Kishimoto should have, treat Tenten, you know, right? Because she did got shafted, right? Especially when she used the sage tools and there was no moment of her using it, right? She just wielded it and that's it, right? So I will admit that. But all the things I say previously outweigh the negative ones. It really did. And of course, Kaguya, no personality. Her objective wasn't clear until after the mangas ended. Right? The anime helped her objective, but the manga did not help her objective, obviously, because it wasn't rushed. It just didn't have enough time to flesh that out. Of course not, because the manga was nearly ended. Right? But the anime did help her objective clearly with the flashback and shit like that. But nonetheless, we got Tsunade, Sakura, Hinata, Ino. I forgot about Ino. Her relationship and rivalry with Sakura. Her interaction with Team 10. The death of Asuma. There's a Hansen sign with her relationship with Sai towards like the third arc of the Shippuden, the Hidan Kakuzu arc, when Sai went trying to find out his identity, the nicknames and stuff like that. And they had this they went to a barbecue restaurant when Sai confessed to Ino how beautiful she looks. Come on now. Ino, Tamari, Kurenai, Samui, those 7 out of the 2. Are you guys serious? Man, you guys are tripping. Either that or you guys just jealous. So that's all I have to say. Kishimoto can write female characters. He can. He has the ability to. But I will admit, Kishimoto needs to have more confidence of himself, more faith of himself. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully he does. Because he can write good female characters. He can, right? He really, 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 really can. All right, and you haters gotta stop. Seriously, stop. That's why there's evidence in the manga, evidence in the anime. Go watch it. Go read Naruto. That's all I have to say.